Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. We're still here at 3:15. I'm surprised so many of you not trying to look to avoid the rush hour traffic, so you have to stay now that I've now mentioned that and not reminded you. My name's Gary Lacey. I'm one of the Senior Solutions Architects at SumTotal. As this gentleman in the front row has already pointed out, that is clearly not me. That is a convincing look-alike. So I'm just going to fix that straight away. If we fix that. It's a good start. No? Technology. Come on. Wow, that's not great. There we go. It's working now. So clearly he just stole my body. But today we're going to be going through how SumTotal was looking at talent development, not necessarily just from learning or performance management or onboarding, but really bringing that all together into a talent development platform, okay? A lot of organizations that you'll be looking at will have all of these as modules, if you like, or as additional line items when you go to purchase the product. And also a lot of them will not necessarily be under the one platform. They'll be integrated. There'll be a kind of a Frankenstein model of having succession planning in one area, having learning in another, and performance in another, but none of them really talk to each other. By having them under one core platform like SumTotal do, we can use things like learning, we can use things like performance scores in succession planning, for instance, or compensation management. So it's about bringing them all together, but giving our customers and our prospects not having the confusion going, what do I need? You have access to all of it. It's just a case of what do you enable and when. Okay, so I'll be stepping straight into a live demo. On my iPad, as you've just seen the problems that I've already had on it. And I'm going to jump straight into an example learner dashboard. As you can see, this is live software. This isn't PowerPoint. This is not PDF. And this dashboard can look however you want it to look. All I've done here is created a dashboard that allows me to quickly jump into my learning, my career path, my onboarding, etc. Now, onboarding is quite an interesting one. When people start within an organization, they either do or they do not have an onboarding plan. Quite often they do not. It's up to the manager to come up with a plan to get them in bed with the organization. Great example was of a previous company I was at. My first day consisted of, there's your laptop, there's your phone, there's a big pile of books, come back to me in 3 months and demo back to me. Oh, by the way, you have to contact all your peers, get meetings with them. Oh, we don't share calendars. Really difficult, right? But all of my peers had completely different onboarding experiences each. It wasn't very good. So it's not only about having a great onboarding experience, but it's about having a consistent, great onboarding experience. If I click into my onboarding plan here, you'll see I have access to a load of different steps. Now, these steps can be whatever you want them to be. You've got in here a welcome letter, meeting my team, maybe clicking into there, knowing what their email addresses are so I don't have to worry about finding that information out. Seeing what my day one schedule looks like. Directions to the office. This can be accessed before they even start with the organization. Things like recommended learning. Again, it's tying in all of the areas under the one core platform that we have into one area of our platform. File uploads, things like pay information or core HR information. And not only that, we also can do now e-signatures. This can be on a laptop, iPad, phone. If I click sign in here, it then loads up our Hello Sign integration. And what I can do, I can go through this, start filling it in, and I can even sign this as well on the device. No pictures, please, my signature. And I can go ahead and submit that. Okay. Now, Once I'm onboarded with the organisation, what do I then start needs to doing? Typically, it's compliance-based learning, yada, 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 or I can search for learning within an LMS. Most LMSs or learning management systems you're looking around, or LXPs, will all do the same thing. It's just a case of how they look. They may look slightly different to one another. If I come into here and look at my learning plan, again, this dashboard can look however you want it to look. These are just widgets that I've added to a dashboard in a particular order. We have over 33 out-of-the-box pre-configured widgets that you can use for learning alone. If I hit the item up here, you'll see those. Again, this is live. I've got my common widgets, I've got my learning widgets, and I can add these to a screen and configure them any way I want. They're adaptive, they'll resize according to where I put them, and I can have as many of these dashboards as I wish and align them to as many different people as I wish. Because it maybe you have managers, you have admin users, you have end users, all have different dashboard requirements. You can do that, and you can create as many as you wish, as you can see here, and have them aligned to as many different groups of users as you wish. Okay. If I'm searching for learning, really simple. Find out what I'm looking for. It will then filter the results. This is the service results I'm getting from manager. I can choose to watch, read, listen, participate along the top there. And it will adjust the filter accordingly. On the left-hand side, you have all of your content searching. You will never see a search result with a 0 in it. Common thing I see, where people are searching for items, they have access to all of these different filters, but they're also shown filters that are not applicable to the search they've entered. You will only see filters if there is a result in that filter. Not only learning, but I can also search across all these other areas, social communities, people, but also navigation areas. Admin is a great example. If you're looking for something in most systems, be it a talent management system or a learning management system, you need to know where it is. You need to know what menu, sub-menu, sub-sub-menu, further down, where it is. If you want to search for that, you can. I can navigate directly to a location without needing to know that Rule Manager is sat within Admin, Product Admin, Workforce Management, Rule Repository, Rule Manager. So as admins and also end users, it really reduces the time for people to get to grips with a new system. Okay. Look at career pathing. I want to start develop my career now. What can I do with that? SumTotal has an inbuilt development plan solution that allows me to search for jobs within the organisation and see a percentage fit to that job based on competencies, skills, and learning that I've attained to then get me a fit for that job. If I want to look for a different job, I can quickly do that, or see job suggestions based on the best fit. Okay, maybe it's the account executive job I want to look at. This will give me a percentage fit for that job. I can add it to my path and create that career path through the organisation. Also, I can develop these. So you see in here I have a gap. I've got a 33% match in competencies. But there's areas in coaching and mentoring and developing others where I have a bit of a gap on there. How do I develop those? Easy. Highlight them, develop selected. It will then show me all the relevant learning for that competency that will help me develop that particular competency and add that to my development plan. We also can link the development plan into a performance review. Okay, so you may have your goal setting period, mid-year, year-end review. You can bring this in and add it to a performance review as part of developing that user, maybe at the mid-year review, and then you can then start looking at pre and post impact on that learning activity that they've completed, for instance. Okay. We also have the solution available on mobile. Now, just to save me jumping around, this is a mobile app. Okay, so on iPad that I'm using now, this is available on iPad, but you can also access it via the native browser that you saw just now. So there's two ways of accessing it on an iPad. On a phone, an iPhone or an Android phone or Windows 10 device, you'd have to download the application. Okay? Now this is the application as you would see it. It mimics the branding that you've applied to the web version. But as you can see here, the way it's presented is very similar in the way that you see it on a laptop. I can very quickly get into my menu items here on the top left as well. I have my badging, I have my community access, I can create playlists, and not only that, excuse me, I can go ahead and create new playlists on the fly as well. I've got a SumTotal playlist here that I created earlier. Edit this, and I can go ahead and add activities from my mobile device and start creating mobile playlists. I can also, say for instance I'm on a job out on the road where I need to take a video of something that I've done, or I need to take a video that I want to share with other people on how to do something, and then upload that into the LMS. So I can do that. Go to Content Uploads, okay, and then go to Add, and then go into my videos, for instance, add those, and then you can then submit that for pending review. Any content that's uploaded will always go through a review process, so people can't upload anything that they want. Okay. Completing learning is really simple. Find the course that I'm interested in, go ahead and play this. This will play exactly like it would on the iPad, it would on the phone. It would load the course content. And the great thing about this is, when it loads, it will pick up exactly where I left off from the point I was last logged in. 24 seconds in, the video is continuing. I can then jump to any other part of that piece of content if I wish, view any resources, take the test, etc. And what will happen is if I exit this now and go back to my desktop, it will pick me up exactly where I left off again from where I logged in on the mobile device. So it's all about engaging users, not only for laptop, but also mobile device. And finally, I wanted to leave you with one thing before I left, and this is one of our clients and what they're doing with our mobile device, and you may recognize their name. Will I get sound on this if I play it? If I play a YouTube video, will I get sound for the speakers? Or? You can't though, can you? Don't worry, it's fine. We'll just go by picture. There we go. Thank you very much. Any questions, I'd be delighted to take them.